Hello there, welcome in. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. Happy Valentine's Day. I wanted to do a special video just to say how much I truly appreciate and love you. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. And I have a special gift. If you look in the description box below, there's a special little bonus gift, and I hope you take advantage of it. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at your love sector, and love isn't just romance, right? If you've been following me for a long time, I'm not really into the romance readings, but sometimes that comes out. And also today is just about love, what you can expect. Love is, love for ourselves, love for our friends, our family, for nature, for the people on the channel, right? So it's kind of like just tapping into what energy you have right now in your love sector. So we're going to start with Aquarius. Happy birthday again to all the Aquarians out there, and then we'll go through to Capricorn. Everything is timestamped in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started with Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, welcome in. Happy birthday again. If I haven't said it yet, you may also want to check out the Aquarius solar year video. I'll have that linked at the end of this description box. Okay, I mean at the end of this video. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so really interesting, because this has to do with you understanding there's a new seed to plant. Now we're asking about your love sector, right? But there's a new seed to plant, and with the seventh chakra here, right? This is your crown chakra. Understanding that you're receiving some types of messages from spirit about a new seed to plant. Okay, so this can be either receiving or giving an invitation to somebody. It can also be a job offer. It can be an invitation to a first date, right? But there is this energy of something new on the horizon. And it is, since it is an Ace of Pentacles, one of the nice things about this is that it means it's solid, okay? It's not, like an Ace of Wands can have a lot of passion to it. It can have a lot of fire energy to it, but it can also fizzle out really quickly. When we have an Ace of Pentacles, that means it may start out more as a friendship, and then as you nurture, just like you would a seed, right? You nurture the Ace of Pentacles. It grows into something that is long-term, a 10 of Pentacles, right? So I feel like there's something where you may intuitively kind of know that there's something new on the horizon. Now, interesting, you have the last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. This is a relationship or a situation that is coming in that is going to be near and dear to your heart, but it does mean you can't be flighty with it, right? The Virgo energy means that you're showing up regularly, consistently, okay, with this pentacle. So once again, if it's, the beginning of a new relationship in any format, a friend, a family, or a romantic relationship, even a work relationship, it's about putting the time and the energy into it and not assuming that it's going to grow on its own. Remember, an Ace of Pentacles means that you have to nurture it, you have to water it, you have to give it sunshine, you have to talk to it lovingly, right? But it is something that if you allow yourself to kind of like, the energy I'm getting is, instead of being scattered and thinking, oh, I can put this person off, or I can be a little bit not too consistent in showing up for this person or something like that. That is not the case. This is somebody that is going to want your time and your attention, and not in a codependent way, because with the pentacle energy, it's somebody that's solid, somebody that you're going to want to put your time and energy into. But Aquarius, sometimes this can also mean that it's something that's scary. I get the energy. It's a little bit scary for you because you know that this could go the distance, right? Sometimes when we have that feeling that something could really go the distance, we actually get kind of scared of that energy, and we can pull our energy back, perhaps not putting in the time and energy into it because we're almost afraid of where the relationship could go. Really beautiful. Now, I also want to say that you have embrace your life purpose, right? There is something here about recognizing that this new relationship, whether it's a business or romance, family, friend, it doesn't matter. It's part of your soul purpose. It's a part of your soul's journey. That means that this is a true soulmate, somebody that is meant to be on your path. And it also has a little bit of that energy of don't pass this opportunity by, right? Even if it does mean you have to put a little bit more time and energy into it than maybe you have in the past, right? Or maybe what you're thinking you have available to you. It's about making priorities, understanding that this is a relationship you are going to want to prioritize. I also feel like it's about getting out of your head. There's something here about maybe kind of being up in your head, having past disappointments come in, looking for red flags that may not be there, right? It's kind of like allowing your intuition to guide you, allowing your heart to guide you, to have a loving energy. That Ace of Pentacles needs nurturing, okay? So that's heart-centered. It's not about analyzing what the Ace of Pentacles has. It's about feeling, okay? Getting into the emotions of what this new person, this new relationship may be wanting from you, right? Yeah, I want to say that this sometimes, we're wanting relationships to come in that will fill us. This is the energy of, this is something very balanced, which means what you put into the relationship is what you're going to get out of the relationship. And if you've been disappointed in the past and you have the energy of, well, I don't want to be disappointed again, that is what you are going to manifest in this relationship. But if you can go into it, right, with an energy of not overgiving, but also not undergiving, right? It's kind of like having a good balance within this relationship. It will turn into something beautiful. All right, let's pull one final card for advice here, and you've got time. Yeah, ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to at the universe. Yeah, I feel like that is exactly the energy I was feeling, is that you're kind of like, Aquarius, I think, Pluto has moved into your first house. We're in Aquarian season. We're in the time of Aquarius, right? You could be feeling, since Pluto was in Capricorn for those 15 years, that time is of the essence. It's kind of like, I have so many things I want to do. Why am I putting so much time and effort into this one relationship? The reason is because this is a significant relationship coming onto your path. Somebody that is going to go the distance with you, right? Wildly in love and loved wildly. But it is a relationship that you are going to have to find the time for. And all the Aquarius friends that I have, they always have their calendars super full. It's kind of like they never relax. It's always super full. And I'm a Gemini, so I'm a fellow air sign. I can totally understand that energy. This is, and I can relate to this too, this is the energy of carving out time for this person and not double booking, okay? And not trying to multitask. Okay, so it's kind of like, well, let's go on a date, but let's go on a date to Home Depot because I have some things that I need to pick up, right? Or a store or whatever. It's kind of like, no, this is the type of relationship where you want to focus on the person. And I'm not saying you have to give them a huge amount of time, but it is about quality time. You've heard is it quantity or quality time? This person is going to want quality time. And I think it does help you to truly see this person for who they are and allow yourself to become emotionally involved in this person too. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful energy. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I do personal readings. If you're interested, there is a discount code in the description box below. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Pisces. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day. So let's see what is going on in your love sector. And once again, this love sector includes romance, but it's also family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, anybody, okay? Anybody that you're exchanging loving energy with. So let's see what you have here. Okay, you have change is coming. I love that. It says, I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. And then we have the Knight of Swords. I think there's somebody, or yes, this is a love, right? So it's somebody that is coming in very quickly. Okay, and it is a little bit kind of, I feel like they have their eye on you. And it doesn't mean that you've already met this person. It could be a new person, but they're coming in very soon. And it's the energy of they see you and they want to get to know you as soon as possible. I love that energy for you. I think this person has the ability to perhaps sweep you off your feet, okay? It's that type of energy where you could meet like in a coffee shop and they're kind of like, oh, let's have our coffee together, and you sit down at a table and 3 hours later, right? It's kind of like you've created a huge bond with this person. I love that because we also have the second chakra. So this is the soul, the sacral chakra, right? And the sacral chakra is the energy of sexuality, reproduction, and creativity. This is a person that is going to help to inspire you to even be more creative. I think they appreciate your creative side. They could also be very creative. And it's kind of like when you bring your energies together, right? It's kind of like a very passionate relationship. This is passion. Okay, because it is the second chakra. And then we have full moon in Scorpio, break through the tension. I feel like there is perhaps a little bit of, I want to say almost like sexual tension here, right? It's kind of like, but you could be a little bit, I'm going to say you have a little bit of an energy of holding back. This person could be coming in so quickly and out of the blue, right? That it kind of like takes you off guard, and you're maybe all your bells and whistles are going off, but at the same time, so are all the alarm bells, right? So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this is somebody that's coming in. And I do feel like it's a new person because you have the Page of Pentacles here, but they're coming in and they have an offer. Here's the thing. I feel like what you're doing is you're holding yourself back because you have been disappointed and heartbroken in the past, a Three of Swords. But this is a person, okay, that is going to be more balanced with the Libra energy here. It's somebody that's more balanced than what you have dealt with in the past. For some of you, this could be somebody returning, okay, that maybe you probably not somebody that you had a long-term relationship with, but it could be somebody that you knew at one time, maybe just on a friend level, or it could be somebody that you worked with the pentacle there. Or it could be somebody that you went out on a couple of dates and then it fizzled out, or you had something come up in your life, or they did, or whatever, and you kind of went different ways. You may have been disappointed by that. But they're coming back around. They want to make things right this time, right? And it could be that part of this was learning, right, to build a solid foundation. That would be the key. I feel like this person's coming in fast, and it is perhaps throwing up all your alarm bells, but also understanding that you can build it slowly with the Page of Pentacles. Build it slowly. Make sure that the foundation is solid in this relationship, right? So that it's balanced. Not allowing yourself to overgive, or not allowing them to overgive, right? Like love bombing. It's kind of like, yes, let's have it very balanced in this relationship. I love this. I love this because the pentacle represents that it's solid. This person that's coming in is solid. And even though in the past they may have shown up at one time not being completely solid, this time they've learned something. You've learned something from your past heartbreaks, right? Both of you have learned from past heartbreaks, whether it was with each other or in different relationships. But you're coming in with that knowledge. You're coming in and you're doing things a little bit differently and more balanced. I love that. All right, Pisces, let's pull a final card for you. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below, as well as a little gift. So check it out. All right, things are about to get really juicy. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is the energy of this. It's one of those energies where I feel like even if things didn't go well with this person in the past or in your own past relationships, it's kind of like you understand that this could get really juicy, and especially with the second chakra here, right? It's got a lot of passion within. whether you feel it initially or not, it has a lot of passion in it. All right, a little heads up on an addiction that affects all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not strange. Love the universe. Yeah, I feel like there is something here where the both of you have learned in the past, right? That there is something about allowing yourself to give love to a relationship, to another person. It's not about overgiving and creating that codependency, right? But that when we truly love, it really does enrich our life. And it does help your creativity chakra and your second chakra. Being in love actually helps you to be more creative. And Pisces, you're already very creative. But if you've been kind of like wanting more creativity, being in love is one of the best things. Think about like songwriters, right? They always write so prolifically, right? Either when they're first in love or when when it ends. Those high emotions can help us to be more creative. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Much love and light. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Bye for now. All right, welcome in, Aries. How are you? It's so good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. So let's see what we have on the horizon for you in your love sector. And keep in mind, okay, that the love sector includes romance, family, friends, co-workers, your neighbors, everybody. All right, so you have something here where I feel like you have gone through some type of relationship ending, okay, that maybe created a sense of needing to rejuvenate, okay? And I feel like it may have been a relationship that also, because you have the first quarter moon in Leo and it says be humble, all right? So it could be, and it does not have to be in your love sector. It could be even in your career sector or some other area of your life where you may have had a huge disappointment, okay? So say you lost your job and then, you know, your financial stability decreased significantly, right? You could have had at one time been very wealthy or something, and now you're finding yourself on good ground, but maybe not where you used to be or something like that. Something occurred that maybe humbled you, brought you into an energy of not being so, well, I don't want to say arrogant, but kind of like a little bit of, I know what I'm doing kind of energy. And that situation, not only, and I can totally relate, I have an Aries moon, I can totally relate, right, to something that happened in my life. That energy of being humbled, of understanding. I thought I knew everything, right? I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I got life. And then all of a sudden that tower comes in and you're like, ooh, wow, I don't know everything. But with this card, you have done healing around that, right? And you may have pulled yourself out of romance or really creating deeper bonds with people, whether they're friends or family or neighbors, because this energy can be very difficult, right? It's kind of like people that knew you before the tower may have been treating you differently after the tower, or you could have even just perceived that. There is a sense of having to heal that, of understanding, okay, I went through that tower, you have healed from that tower, but I do feel like there's something about needing that time to really kind of like get your, I want to say it's your heart, but it's also your head in the right spot, right? And then you have no fear. See, I feel like the humbling, right, brought you to an energy of maybe not feeling like you're worthy enough of love. And that's why this is such a profound message for you. It's letting you know, do not be fearful, right, that you're not lovable or you're not worthy of love because of something that happened in the past. It's about allowing yourself to take back your power, to know who you are. And I feel like that is what you have healed. You've healed that energy of, do I really deserve love? You know, I don't want to mess up love again, so I'll just stay out of love. Sometimes we get into that energy. But this is you saying, you know what? I really do deserve love. And I'm not going to be fearful of will I find love, right? Instead, I'm going to step into the energy of putting my most loving self out there and trying to manifest, attract in people that will love you for who you are at this time. Because here's the key, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? What a beautiful energy. Understanding that you are closing out a chapter and you are stepping into, this is always a positive energy, stepping into a much more positive energy, especially in your love sector. So it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, yes, I am ready for a new chapter in love. And really allowing yourself to know that you are lovable, that you are worthy of love. You deserve to have the happiness, the joy, the love, the sense of fulfillment that you are seeking in your life. And allowing yourself to say, yes, I'm ready for the wheel to turn, right? A lot of times this can be, you know, something kind of spontaneous that comes in. So let's clarify and see, you know, this could be you meet a new person in the coffee shop, or right, or you know, you bump into somebody that you knew a long time ago, right? Maybe haven't seen, but kind of always had a little bit of energy towards them. Yes, that is what it is. I feel like you're understanding, you're putting your back to the idea of competition. It's so interesting because to me, this has very much kind of like a divine masculine energy of feeling like you have to compete for love, right? And we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energy. I think whatever you went through could have been maybe in your financial sector, whether you're male or female, it does not matter, because there's such an energy here of feeling like you don't have what it takes to go up against the competition. That's what you have been healing, okay? You have the Hermit. You had to go in. Maybe you've been solitary for a while. Going within, doing that deep healing, gaining that insight and wisdom about yourself. Now you're in the Queen of Swords energy, which I love because she has her back to the conflict. She's like, I'm not going to try to compete against anybody else. Instead, I'm going to stand in my own power of who I am and be very kind of like, yes, I'm cutting out, the Queen of Swords cuts out the distractions, right? She doesn't allow herself to get distracted by what other people may be saying about the dating pool out there or what people are looking for, right? Instead, she's going to shine her light as brightly as possible. And just like the Hermit has the lantern there, shining that light brightly, allowing yourself to stand into this energy of kind of turning your back on the competitive energy in a romance that maybe you have had, comparing yourself to other people or comparing possible partners, okay, to other partners, right? It's kind of like, no, I'm allowing myself to be very focused on what I really and truly want in a relationship, okay? It's so funny because I was talking to my son last night. He's not an Aries, but he's wanting to get back out into the dating world, right? And I said to him, I said, well, what is it that you want in a partner? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, that's kind of the first thing to figure out, right? And I think that that's what you've done. Maybe you've gone into this energy of being within and getting crystal clear about what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, right? And so I feel like that is part of what you have been going through and allowing yourself to say, yeah, maybe you have been single for a long time, right? And it's kind of like, okay, I've been single for a long time, but I'm ready to get back out there. There is an energy here of allowing yourself to step into your power and say, I'm ready and I deserve love and I am lovable and I have a lot to offer to other people. Yeah, beautiful energy. Okay, let's pull a final card for you. Yeehaw! When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us. Yeah, I think that that's exactly what I was saying to my son last night, right? Before you can try to attract in a love partner, you have to know what you're looking for, right? You can't be confused. This Five of Wands is like confusion about what it is that you want, right? It's kind of like, okay, well, I don't know what's out there. Instead of saying what's out there, it's getting crystal clear instead about what it is that you are wanting to attract in, right? If you're just kind of like, okay, well, what's out there? That is not the right approach to it. And I think you know that. I think that that's where you are. You're getting crystal clear. What characteristic traits do you want from the person that you're trying to attract into your life? And then the second part is asking yourself, do you already give that to yourself, right? And that helps to eliminate that energy of bringing in codependent relationships. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. It was so good seeing you. Please check out the bonus in the description box below. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Taurus. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope your day is off to a great start. Okay, so let's check in and see what your energy is in your love sector. And once again, doesn't mean that it has to be romance. It's just the energy of the people in your life that you share love energy with. Okay, now, first of all, you have the angel of love. I love that, right? This is a beautiful energy of recognizing, right, that the angel of love is trying to bring in more loving energy into your life, right? The thing here is that you have the Eight of Swords. This is the self-doubt. Is this person out there, right? Am I worthy of love, right? Will I ever find a true love companion? That is part of your journey, is learning to unleash your kindest self to yourself, right? It's about understanding that love partners or people that bring love energy into our life, we can't attract those people in when we're not sure we're available for love. The way we become available for love is to first start loving ourselves, right? Being kinder to ourselves, looking at the words that we're using, right? It's kind of like if you are unkind to yourself, say you're looking in the mirror and then you nitpick the way that you look or the way that you dress, that's negative self-talk. And when we're in that energy, we're only going to attract in people that are going to be critical of ourselves, right? Critical of the way that we look or the way that we dress or the way that we talk. So the first step is to allow yourself to know that, yes, it's time to get out of this cage. And if you notice, the angel is in there, but the top is actually open. The cage of self-doubt is the cage that we release ourselves from. Nobody puts us in that cage except ourselves. And the only person that can get us out of that cage is ourselves. And that starts with positive, kind self-talk. It's about loving ourselves, right? So that we can then attract in other people that love us. We only attract in what we are. So if we love ourselves, right, then we attract in people that will also love and respect and honor us. But if we talk negatively to ourselves, then we're only going to attract in people that are have negative comments to us, right? Or treat us in a negative way. So let's see, what do we have here? Yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. I think you have been working on this, working on your self-talk, right? I have to admit, it's something I've been working on. And I have a Gemini Taurus cusp. So it's kind of like understanding that that is something that we almost have to continuously do, is watch the talk that we are saying to ourselves, watch the words we are using when we're talking about ourselves, either to ourselves or to other people. I caught myself the other day doing that. A person neighbor in my neighborhood, he's been having some major health issues, and we've been kind of like taking turns cooking dinner and that sort of thing, to help him as he's recovering. And so it was my night to take dinner, and I took my dinner over, and then he was like, oh my gosh, I just can't believe this is just so lovely, and I can't believe everybody's being so kind to me and all of that stuff. And you know what I said? I said, oh, well, it's really nothing. It's really nothing. Now here he was, right? He was really grateful for what, not just me, but other people have been doing for him. And in a way, right, I was negating what I had even done. And I caught myself, I said it, but then I quickly recognized, I know in my heart, I was trying to make him not feel like he was a burden, right? That, it wasn't a big deal for us to do this for him. But then I realized that's negating even what I've been doing, okay? But also all of my neighbors. And I turned it around and I said, you know what? We really love you and we care about you and we're so happy to do it. That is changing our talk, right? That is changing our talk. So it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, okay, what is coming out of my mouth? What am I thinking in my head, right? Because the truth of the matter is that I had put a lot of time and effort and love into that dinner that I made for him, right? It's not about, yes, this was a lot of work. And it's also not about saying, oh, it was nothing, right? It's about accepting the loving comment that he was giving, right? And recognizing that, recognizing that at that time, he doesn't have much to do. I mean, he's very sick, so he can't really do anything for us at this time, but he can be grateful, and he was being so grateful, right? To recognize when people are trying to share love or gratitude, appreciation with us, and then accepting that as a gift and also not negating our own efforts in relationships. Yeah. Okay. So you are, you have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, right? This isn't very loving energy. This reminds me of, me, right? It's kind of like negating, okay? Moving forward, negating the way that we are conversing with ourselves, and even in the acceptance of loving comments from neighbors, right? Or anything. That's kind of like just being so grateful, right? Getting back into that energy of appreciating other people and what they bring to our life. Because here you are, Two of Wands. You're deciding to choose differently. You're deciding to see things in a positive light. You're deciding to allow yourself, right, to get out of the cage of self-doubt, knowing just how loving a person you are and allowing yourself to receive love, even if it's in the form of a comment, right? It's like understanding when we don't allow ourselves to receive love, right? Then we can't receive love on a bigger scale. When we can't accept a compliment or a loving comment, right? Then it's kind of like we're closing down all of the bigger things of love. Yeah, it was kind of a eye-opener for me. So take a look, see what your words are saying. All right, let's pull a final card for you. And Taurus, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below, as well as a bonus coupon. So I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, honor thyself. That is exactly what I was talking about, right? Just curious, when was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. Here's looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. That is exactly the thing here. Try it. Try it for a week. Say, okay, for the next week, I'm really going to concentrate on looking in the mirror, telling myself how gorgeous I am, right? How magnificent, how sublime. I'm going to allow myself to receive compliments, right? I'm going to allow myself to receive from other people as well as give to myself, right? If you feel like nobody's told you you're gorgeous lately, right? Tell yourself. It's important. The way we talk to ourselves is just so important. Yeah. All right, Taurus. Wow. Beautiful reading there. I hope to see you again very soon. Happy Valentine's Day. I truly love you. Much love and light. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Let's check in on your energy for the love sector. And remember, this isn't just for romance, right? It's where anyone that you are sharing love energy with. So let's take a look at what we have here. Yeah, you have the Four of Cups. I think you're kind of disappointed in love right now, right? It's kind of like there's nobody that's perhaps lighting the fire, right? It's a little bit of this energy, and even it could be that you feel like you don't have like a really good friend right now, or even maybe your family relationships are a little bit, you know, drifting, or maybe you're even separated from people in your family or something. There's this energy of, yeah, I'm you know, not feeling it when it comes to the love arena. Now that's going to change, okay? That is going to change. But it is also about recognizing that when we're in that down in the dumps kind of energy, this is ho-hum, right? My love life is ho-hum. That we only attract more of that in. So one of the ways that we can sometimes allow ourselves to get out of this energy is to recognize that, to find more love and joy for ourselves in our own life, right? Allowing ourselves to start filling up our own cups. Because this is almost, if you see, she has her head down. It's kind of like, you know, the umbrella. It's kind of like, I'm not even going to sit in the sunshine. It's almost an energy of, I don't know, there's nobody out there, so I'm just going to look down at the ground, not even being able to be open to seeing what could be possible. And it's because perhaps, you know, you've had those difficult moments. And I know from your comments and meeting with so many of you with personal readings, it's the energy of, wow, I've been heartbroken, right? And maybe you've healed from the heartbreak, but at the same time, you're not sure you want to get back into the arena of love. All right, so what we have here is increase your knowledge. Okay, so education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach what your soul longs to know. Okay, so now that is so interesting, because I want to say, Pluto in Aquarius is now in your 9th house of higher learning. So it's kind of like, perhaps one of the things is to understand what did you learn from your previous relationships that didn't work out. Okay, so this is allowing yourself to be in your Gemini mind, your mental mind, of recognizing that perhaps you've done a lot of analysis and inner work on what went sideways, okay, in previous relationships. And perhaps like you understand now that the way that you overgive in relationships, okay, was the drawback, was, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back and brought the relationship down in the end. You may have been overgiving, but then it created a codependent relationship. So this could be maybe working with a coach, a counselor, or reading a book, really learning some skills on how to have healthy boundaries. You know, we throw the term healthy boundaries out there all the time, but what does a healthy boundary look like? Especially when we are empaths, like you are, Gemini, right? When we're very giving and loving, what does a healthy boundary look like? And perhaps allowing yourself to work on some of those types of things so that when the next relationship comes in, you have those skills for a healthy relationship. Another thing, maybe it's your communication skills, right? Maybe you have a hard time sharing your feelings. I know I'm a Gemini. I have a hard time sharing my feelings, right? It's kind of like, okay, then perhaps allowing yourself to learn how to share your emotions, right? Without getting overly emotional at the time, right? It's allowing yourself to learn how to communicate better with people. Yeah, I love this energy. I'll have to say, being a Gemini sun, I can see how this could be beneficial for myself in my own life, right? It's allowing yourself to say, what skills maybe did I not learn as a child, right? That would help me in relationships. And especially if you have had difficulty in different relationships. You know, if you've only had difficulty in one relationship, sometimes it's easier to say, well, it was that person, right? But if you have had difficulty in a variety of different relationships, romantic, family, friend, coworker, right? Maybe it's time to see what pattern, right? What what was my contribution in the energy of that relationship ending, and allowing yourself to use your Gemini mind, right, to work on the skills that will help you in the next relationship, because you do have a relationship coming up. And I'm going to say, this is the Leo energy. Full moon in Leo, go wild. We just actually had the full moon in Leo this week. But I do feel that by this summer, there is somebody that's coming in, a 10 of Cups energy. Somebody that has passion for you, right? Somebody that wants to create a long-term committed relationship with you. Somebody that wants to walk into the sunset with you, right? It's that beautiful energy of understanding. I do feel like this is occurring within the next 6 months, but I feel like Spirit's coming in and saying there's a little bit of work perhaps that you and me, right, that we could do in order to prepare for this new love. Because this is the type of love that is going to go the distance. And to be able to go the distance, we also have to show up, right, with the skills of being able to be in a healthy relationship. Granted, I would think most of you, I mean, I'm basing that on the comments and meeting so many of you, right? And I'll include myself in this too, right? We have a lot of perhaps experience in unhealthy relationship. This is understanding, I don't want another unhealthy relationship. I want a healthy relationship. I want something where I can really and truly feel confident in a relationship, and I don't fall back on some of those characteristics that I've had in previous relationships. And I love this. I really do. And I know it's a little bit of, I feel a little bit of tough love energy here, but I think this is Spirit saying, hey, listen, it's time to get busy on this. It's time to get busy, because I do feel like for so many of you, you have done the healing of the difficult relationships, right? You've done the healing, but you're also kind of like sitting here going, yeah, I'm not sure I want to get back into the arena of love, and asking yourself, well, why is that? Maybe you don't feel confident in how you communicate to somebody that you really care about. Maybe you don't know what healthy boundaries in a romantic relationship look like. You could have had parents that didn't model that for you, right? You probably have been in a relationship like that. It's kind of like, okay, well, we're Geminis. And one of the good things about being a Gemini is we love to learn new things. And it's just kind of like allowing yourself to say, you know what? I want to learn how to honestly be in a good, healthy relationship. I want to be the healthy partner in a healthy relationship. And understanding that there is, right? It's not just luck. There's something there about the way that we show up in our relationships. You know, our communication skills, you know, knowing who we are, knowing how much we respect ourselves, right? Allowing ourselves to have those healthy boundaries in relationships. Yeah, I'd love to hear. Put in the comments. So put it out there into the world, right? What do you think that would help you to be in a healthy relationship and be a healthy partner in a healthy relationship? Personally, I would say for me, it is the healthy boundaries, right? I tend to overgive, and then I get disappointed when I don't get the same back, right? And then the other thing is communicating, right? That's kind of like a Gemini thing. We love to talk, but we don't like to talk about our emotions. We like to keep it, you know, surface level. So it is about learning how to express yourself when it comes to your emotions, allowing yourself to feel the emotion and being in a healthy relationship. All right, let's pull a final card for you, Gemini. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box box below, as well as a Valentine discount. So I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, time for a love fest. I love this. You do have a love fest coming up. You do have a love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing, right? I think it's about learning what it is to be in a real full-blown love. I'm going to say it's like a love affair, where where you're just truly in love. What does that what does that look like? How do you create that? How do you show up in that? You know, if you want to have a true love fest, that means that you have to be willing to really get in touch with your feelings, your emotions, and be able to share them, right? In an appropriate way. It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, yeah, that's what I want. Where am I now as far as that type of a person in a relationship? And what skills, because Gemini, we love to learn new things. What skills do I need to either learn or practice so that I can be in a love fest? I love it. I love it for all of us. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Happy Valentine's, Gemini. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is going on in your love sector. Okay, so this is not just romance. This is family, friend, neighbors, co-workers, anybody that you share energy with, right? Now, we have the Three of Swords right on off the bat. Okay, so I feel like there's been disappointment in your love sector, right? You're not, I feel there's a strong energy. You're not receiving what it is that you want as far as love is concerned, whether that is in your family or in romance, or even, you know, like a sense of appreciation and gratitude from the people that you work with, you know, or work for. So let's see, I want to clarify this. Yeah, look at this. There's something that you are really and truly desiring. We have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the truth, right? The clarity, and the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. This is what you are really and truly desiring, and you don't have it. That's where your disappointment is. And I'm sending you so much love and hugs, because it's almost as if when we're in this energy, okay, and we're wanting this energy, part of the problem is that this is low vibrational and this is higher vibrational. And it's hard to break out of that, isn't it? Sometimes it's just hard to get out of that energy at the time. So let's see what we have here. We have a new moon in Gemini. So we have Gemini energy coming up here in a couple of months. And it says, think it through. You also have strategy. And you have trust your angels. You know, this has the energy of that you could have some, perhaps even romantic or family, either one, situation that is causing you heartbreak. And you could have a little bit of a strategy, right? You might be building on a strategy here. And I think it's kind of interesting because it's the energy of really and truly embracing who you are and what you want. And with the Gemini energy, it's about communication. Both of these are about communicating your feelings, your emotions, especially if it has something to do with, you know, I'm going to say family. There's just a strong family energy here. More so than romance, or the energy of wanting to have a family with somebody, right? And it is a difficult energy that you have, because it says trust your angels. It's almost as though you may be trying to strategize how to do this. But understanding that your angels are working. Yeah, let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. I think that that's part of it. You're trying to strategize. You're trying to be up in your head about this situation, because I feel like, and I'm really sending you a lot of love, because it's kind of like your heart, right, is so broken. So you know, when our heart is broken, we sometimes don't think clearly. This is the energy of literally allowing your angels to take over. Allowing them to do what they can. It's about praying for the healing in a certain situation, and then recognizing that your job is perhaps to kind of like pull your energy back from it, right? Allowing, because that Three of Swords energy is difficult energy. That I'm getting that from that card. I want to pull one more. Let's see. Yeah, be the real you. I think that's part of it. You could be hiding. You could be hiding how disappointed you are. So it's kind of like, and I can totally resonate. You know, you go through a heartbreak and then you put the smile on your face and you act like everything is hunky-dory, right? I don't really care about that person. I don't care about that situation. But inside, your heart is breaking. There's something that you are truly missing, or either a group of people or a particular person, or the dream of having that. And it's allowing yourself to say, wait a minute, I need to allow myself to feel these feelings, and then also perhaps to allow yourself to share those feelings, if not with the people involved, at least maybe with a good friend or somebody you can trust, right? Or a counselor, somebody that can help you to process. I feel like you're almost like covering up the emotions of how you really and truly feel. You may allow yourself to feel those emotions when you're totally by yourself, but I feel like it's almost like you're not allowing yourself to share your disappointment with other people, and perhaps even the people that are involved in the situation. Yeah, this is the energy of just kind of like being, you know, like not knowing what to do, and yet at the same time it's kind of like you're getting in your head and you're strategizing. It's almost like you're trying to prove to somebody else that you aren't heartbroken, right? So, you know, that's putting on that smiling face and pretending everything's just fine, when deep down inside you really aren't feeling that. This, I would say, is the energy of allowing yourself to really kind of be honest first with yourself, and then perhaps with some other people. I want to pull one of these cosmic energy cards for you. Let's see what we have. Universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. Yeah, I think it is. You know, both of these are about talking to your spirit guides, your angels, maybe even praying to your ancestors, past loved ones. You know, it's the energy of understanding that the spirit realm really wants to help heal your heart or heal this situation, because there's so much love here. I mean, the truth is, right? It's about speaking your truth about what it is that you want out of this situation, and how much your heart is aching because it's not. Yeah. It's not there. It would be, I want to pull one more because I really feel like, let's pull one more about maybe the other person or people in this situation. Let's see what we have here. Flexible. Yeah, I feel like somebody's being rigid, right? Not being flexible, compromising. You could be over compromising. You could be over giving to the situation because you want it so much. Kind of like allowing yourself to see, right? Are you being over giving in the situation or over compromising, right? Because if we're over compromising, then the other thing is that just creates more like codependency or unhealthy boundaries. It's understanding, okay, I have to allow myself to have healthy boundaries, but I also need to be honest with myself and perhaps other people. Yeah, where you're willing to bend and where you're not. Yeah. You may not be willing to be, you may have been somebody that overgave, and now you're kind of saying, okay, I'm not overgiving anymore. I'm not bending over backwards for you all the time, right? You don't get your way all the time. And now there's some backlash because of that. But in the end, that is the best thing for you, right? And allowing the angels, your ancestors, to help heal the situation. Really a very spiritual energy there, Cancer. So let's pull a final card for you. Let's see what we have here. Dwell on what you love. Yeah. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what direction they'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you. Yeah, I feel like there's something here about recognizing that, the expectations when we want somebody to change, right? And understanding they're not going to change. We also have to be flexible in our expectations of other people. But perhaps it is truly, because you have the Ace of Swords there, it is about communicating, right? Communicating and in a healthy way. And that maybe is, where you could get some help in how to talk it out, right? To allow somebody to help, either you or the group or whatever, to kind of discuss what is going on and discuss how if one person is being rigid and other people are being more flexible or whatever, it's kind of like, okay, how is that affecting the dynamic? Yeah, I'm sending you so much love and hugs, Cancer. Know that your angels are working on this situation, trying to bring healing to it and a healing to your heart. So allow them to help you on this path. Use their energy. All right, I'm sending you much love and light. Bye for now. All right, Leo, welcome in. Let's see what we have on the horizon for you on this Valentine's Day. Oh, victory. I love that. The Chariot energy. Leo, this is the best reading yet. Yeah, this is the energy of just finding victory in the love sector of your life. And that can include romance, but it's also family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, meeting new people. Yes, you have pushed through any insecurity. And this is the first quarter moon in Cancer. This is all, Cancer energy. So Cancer is, mid-June to mid-July. It's right before your season. It's the energy, I feel like early summer. You're going to have all these new opportunities coming in. What does this say? Welcome abundance into your life. Yes. I feel like, in the next couple of months, things are really going to open up for you. And it's allowing yourself to open up your own heart to seeing these possibilities, allowing yourself to get kind of excited, raising your vibration so you attract in these, a new love or perhaps new friends, new soul tribe members. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get my love on. So let's pull a final card for you. Let's see what we have here. Well, that's interesting. That doesn't even go in this deck. So let's see what we have here. What you give will come back. Yes. When in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. When there's no doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Did I make life too easy? The universe. P.S. There's no doubt who is number one in my book. Shh. Right? It's an energy of understanding. It is time to get your love out there. Right? Allowing yourself to have a strong, loving energy, sharing your loving light very brightly at this time will help to attract in new people that want to be a part of your loving light energy. And, Leo, you've had that energy for some time of new romance, right? New partnerships, new relationships coming onto your path, allowing yourself to say, okay, If I want to attract that in, if it's obviously available to you, especially in early summer. So it's kind of like, okay, if I want to attract that in, get that come all the way in, right? You are going to stand in your most loving light and know that that is attracting exactly what you are looking for. Wow, I am so excited for you, Leo. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I do personal readings. The link is in the description box below, as well as a special Valentine coupon. So take a look if you're interested. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Virgo. How are you? It is so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day and a happy Valentine's Day. So let's see what we have here. Wow. Okay. So this is so interesting because you have the Nine of Swords and then you have walking away. There's an energy here of no longer being stuck in your head, okay, when it comes to love and maybe your feelings of unworthiness. Maybe it's been a very long time since you've been in maybe a romantic relationship or had deep connections in your life, and you're kind of like worried that will it ever occur. It's about walking away. This is very negative, kind of low vibe energy. It's walking away from that. Right? It's kind of like, okay, I'm done with that. And it is the Nine of Swords, understanding that one more is the Ten of Swords. It is a little bit about allowing yourself to see, what are you anxious about? What are your fears around love or allowing people in? Are you afraid that they're going to walk away, right? Are you afraid you're going to walk away when things get tough, right? It's a little bit of understanding, okay, what is it that I want in a relationship? And then what either causes me to walk away or what occurs and when somebody else walks away, right? I feel like there's a little bit of hermit energy. And I think you've been working on this. You've been healing this. Your readings have had a lot about healing, you know, the insecurities perhaps around what other people think or say about you. This is you taking back your power and saying, I'm walking away from the anxiety of connections, of love. I'm walking away from that. And you are embracing the flow of life. Yes. Full moon in Gemini. I love that energy, right? It's the energy of really embracing, wanting that flow, that give and take energy within relationships. Understanding that, you know, you put out love energy towards other people, but you also have to be open-hearted to receive love back. If you send it out and then you close the door, you can't receive it back. It is about understanding. It's so funny because Taurus had a little bit of a similar energy, right? A fellow earth sign. And I was sharing with them that, you know, one of the things is that even like compliments, right? And, you know, when somebody gives you a compliment, it's a gift, right? They're giving you a gift. And if you like shut it down or, you know, you say, oh, it's not a big deal, or, you know, or shirk off a compliment, you're shirking off love. So it's about allowing yourself to accept the compliment. Maybe even asking yourself, why is it hard for you to accept a compliment? What fears are coming up, right? It's allowing yourself to accept the compliment because that fills you back up, right? And it also feels good. It's you recognizing, okay? If somebody gives you a compliment and then you like minimize it or reject it, right? Or something like that. You're also telling your own inner child that compliment isn't for you. This is you opening your heart and allowing, okay, love to come in. And whether it's in compliments or hugs, right? Or, you know, or even people that smile at you, are you smiling back? This is allowing that flow of love to go in and out. You have to allow that, and you have to start small, Virgo. Sometimes, especially when you're in this energy, you have to start small. and allow yourself to get that flow going. And then you'll get a bigger and bigger, okay, love coming in. Yeah, because you will manifest what you need. Yes. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. I think that there is something here about understanding that your angels are trying to send you these small occurrences in your life where people are giving you compliments or little situations where people are trying to give to you in order for you to learn how to receive love. That could be the thing that is kind of blocking love from coming into your life. Ask yourself, right? And then the other thing, how are you talking to yourself in the mirror? Right? If you look in the mirror and then you start nitpicking the way that you look, you're sending that signal to yourself, right? That you're not attractive enough or whatever to attract in love. You're shutting down your own vibration. You're lowering your own vibration. So first of all, it's talking positively about yourself, to yourself and also to others. And then it's also about accepting those small gifts of love that actually, when we allow ourselves to recognize it, we get a lot more of it than we recognize, right? It is that person on the street that just kind of looks at you and smiles, right? And it is people in a coffee shop that, say, hey, how's your day going? Right? Do you just say fine? Or do you allow it to be a conversation? Yeah. There's something about getting the flow going. Get the flow going. And it really does start with us. It really and truly does. All right, Virgo, let's pull a final card here for some final advice. Let's see what we have here. You needn't worry. I think some of you are worried. I think some of you are truly worried about love. Can you attract it in? And if you attract it in, can you keep it? Right? It's about getting back into just the flow of love, right? Instead of analyzing it, allowing yourself to receive it, to feel it, to give it. All right, there's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is like, oh my gosh, that's really profound, because I feel like that's it. It's kind of like perhaps you're feeling like nobody's giving you love, right? But understanding they're also learning how to show it. One of the ways that you can show other people how you want to receive love, first of all, you can communicate it, like the 5 languages of love, right? And the second thing is to show it, right? If you want the people in your life to give you more hugs or more affection, then one of the things to do is to allow yourself to give it, and then also when they're hugging you back, receive it. If you want more compliments, right? It's kind of like putting it out there, kind of like being a mentor, modeling to other people and to yourself what it is that you are wanting to receive. It's wanting to come in, Virgo. It really and truly is. It's allowing yourself to get out of your head of strategizing about it and start feeling it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. The link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And there is a bonus coupon, okay? Valentine gift from me to you. All right, Virgo, I love you. Much love to you. See you soon. Bye for now. Okay, Libra, welcome in, Libras. Okay, so let's see what we have on the horizon for you in your love sector. Keeping in mind, this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, although we do have romance showing up right away. Okay, so woman holding a heart, and gender doesn't matter, but it is the energy of the Queen of Cups. Loving yourself, right? And then also allowing others to love you. Pluto is in your 5th house now. And the 5th house is all about romance and childlike energy. It's about enjoying life, the passions that we have in life. And this is you. You're in the energy of being either the Queen of Cups or also, the Queen of Cups is somebody that really loves herself, takes good care of herself, prioritizes herself. Because one of the things is that you have the Four of Pentacles here. It is a little bit about the energy of holding back your emotions. I feel like you have a lot of love to share. You are lovable. You want to share your love, but for some reason, right, you're holding back your emotions. You're not wanting to share that loving side of yourself quite as much, right, as maybe you could be. Because I want to say, you know, with that fence there, it's kind of like you're on the other side of the fence. You could have some boundaries that maybe you are feeling are healthy boundaries, but they could be more walls. Okay, so when we put up the walls around our heart, what happens is we're not allowing ourselves to receive love. And when we allow ourselves to receive love, that's how we can also feel the flow of love and want to share love more significantly with other people. Yeah, it says, you know, first moon and Gemini, the Gemini energy is really coming out, and you know, that's May and early June. I feel like late spring, early summer, there is a lot happening in the love sector. So speak your world into being. Yes, it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, what is it that you want in romance? Or what do you want as far as loving relationships? And allowing yourself to also understand, how are you perhaps holding yourself back in some way? Because you have Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am working actively on the situation. I am here and helping you. I feel like for some of you, you could, this is not all of you, but this is also the energy of home, right? You could have some family relationships right now that you feel are not where you want them to be. Perhaps people are putting walls up between each other in the family sector or whatever. Or it's just the energy of feeling like the love isn't flowing, right? This fence is kind of like preventing the love from flowing. So it's allowing yourself, right, to speak your truth in this, but also to understand that your spirit guides and angels are trying to help in this situation, trying to bring some healing to it. So let's go ahead and clarify this. See what we have going on here. Yeah, there's something here about expectations. You know, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, that the Queen of Pentacles is very responsible, reliable, sometimes a good businesswoman, right? But she also takes really good care of her home and her hearth. There's an energy here of expectations, of wanting something perhaps that you thought of. Happy family, happy home. Okay, that's this energy here. Happy family, happy home. What that would look like based on childhood conditioned beliefs, right? Or, you know, it's so funny because they're kind of saying, like, you kind of even watched like some TV family shows, you know, as a child, and thought that, oh, well, I'll have to say, like, I grew up but watching the Brady Bunch, right? And then when you come into being an adult and you're thinking about getting married and having kids, you know, oh, I thought it was going to be like the Brady Bunch, right? It's kind of like understanding that the reality of life doesn't always match the dream, right? And it's those expectations sometimes that we have of the fantasy world of what we want. Okay, and you're wanting something here, but then the reality is that maybe it's not matching up to what it is that you were expecting it to be, but it's not. It's the energy of understanding, you know, it's about speaking up about what it is that you are wanting. I feel like there's almost a thing where it's kind of like you're feeling like if you're not receiving what it is that you want, especially maybe this feels very family oriented. If you're not receiving what it is that you want, then you're just going to put a wall up, right? To protect your heart. But here's the thing, that is not allowing love to flow into you in other sectors of your life. right? You're not having deeper connections with friends. You may not be attracting in new romantic partners or business partners. It's allowing yourself to understand what it is that you are really and truly wanting to create, and then asking yourself, is that, I don't want to say you're like in la la land and fantasizing, but there's a little bit of understanding. Because you're Libra, right? You want a peace and harmony all the time. But in the real world, we can't have peace and harmony all the time, right? The car is going to break down or get a flat tire, right? Or, it's going to rain. It's kind of like understanding that you're not living in a rom-com, right? You're not living in a rom-com. And so therefore, it's about allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm accepting, taking a look at how maybe your conditioned beliefs around what family should look like, right? And then recognizing, okay, are my expectations, right, in alignment with reality? That is really kind of an interesting message. I'll have to say the messages today have been very interesting about helping us to turn inward and take a look at what we're wanting in our love sector, and asking ourselves, I think it's because Pluto has moved into Aquarius, right? It's kind of like the rules of Pluto in Capricorn since 2008 are no longer applying. So it's kind of like allowing ourselves to say, okay, so where are we going when it comes to family relationships or, romantic relationships? That feels very family oriented. It doesn't have to be, but it does feel very much that way. Let's pull a final card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings, Libra. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below, as well as a special Valentine coupon. So I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. It's not as if you need anyone. For as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in their life. On the other hand, you're pretty much stuck with me, the universe. I think that that's a really good point with this reading here, is that there's something about expectations, right? And maybe your romantic partners or your family members or something. There's something about expectations either with you and the dynamic of the family, or within the family itself, right? I'm not saying it's all on you, Libra, because you're obviously dealing with other people, right? But it is about understanding them. It is kind of interesting because I had that like TV show energy there. We don't really understand. We're looking at a show or a movie where people are playing a character, and it's, we don't ever really know the in-depth. I mean, very few like rom-coms or something get into the in-depth of what a person is doing or thinking, but at least in a movie or a TV show, we can see what they may be saying to somebody else. I feel like there's something here about the communication has broken down in a group, and it's about having that communication become not so guarded, right? Allowing the emotions to kind of like come out and to be able to understand each other and understand how other people are feeling in the situation. Because I feel like it's almost like a facade, okay? Whatever you have been dealing with, it's almost like maybe the facade has come down, okay? There could have been a tower moment, the facade has come down, but it's almost like we're putting up a good facade. And Libra, you are a kind of sign that would like to put up a facade because it appears to be peaceful and harmonious, but it's kind of like understanding that doesn't really work in reality. It's almost like you're coming You're coming to terms with what real love means, right? You're coming to terms with what it means to be part of a healthy family unit, not just a family unit, a healthy family unit. Yeah. Really kind of interesting, because Gemini had a very similar reading about learning. Okay, theirs was about how learning the skills to be in a healthy relationship, right? I mean, it literally came out and said, you know, you need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn what healthy boundaries really looks like, right? And Libra, there's a little bit of that energy here for you, is like learning, right, what a realistic family dynamic looks like. You may not have grown up in a healthy family dynamic. You may think that the healthy family dynamic is the Brady Bunch, right? And understanding now is kind of like, no, that's not reality either. It's for TV, right? It's for entertainment. Really kind of like, I think that is so, like, to me, it's kind of like, wow, we're taking relationships to this other new level when we're, you know, both the Gemini and the Libras, you know, it's just kind of like this energy of really getting into what creates a good, healthy dynamic in a relationship. Wow, powerful. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Scorpio. How are you? Let's see. We are going to check in with your love sector, and keep in mind, okay, that this does not have to be romance. It can be any relationships in your life, okay? So it can be family, friend, workers, you know, co-workers, or even neighbors. All right, let's, okay, so first off, you have the broken heart. Okay, I'm trying to think. We've had a few signs today that have had this energy of being disappointed. Maggie is snoring over here if you hear strange noises. Okay, so you have the energy of the broken heart. There's something here where your heart is hurt, right? You're disappointed in either a relationship or multiple relationships in your life, because this one, you have the last quarter moon in Pisces, and we're getting ready to go into Pisces energy. It says talk less, feel more. So there's almost this energy of not allowing yourself up to this point maybe to really feel the disappointments that you have had either in romantic relationships or other relationships in your life. So it's allowing yourself to perhaps not, I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk about it. It says talk less, but it is about really connecting to your heart and to the emotions of this disappointment. Okay. Now the talking, you know, I really do feel like journaling is good, you know, perhaps working with a counselor or a therapist or a coach, somebody, you know, when we talk out the situations, right, we can also be in touch with our emotions. But I feel the talk less is maybe about allowing yourself to not rehash the story, okay? Because there is something here about when we rehash the story over and over again, that we're perpetuating the story instead of allowing ourselves to feel the feelings and heal the feelings, right? Allowing ourselves to feel them and to release them, because our emotions cannot be released until we can acknowledge them, even label them, allow ourselves to really go within and feel it, right? And that means not talking as much. Now, I do feel like the talking, it says talk less, okay? So it's not saying no talk, it's saying talk less. But I think for me, the thing that's coming out is that it's not really not talking about maybe your feelings, but talking less about reiterating the story over and over again. Because when we do that, it kind of just like almost ingrains the pain within us instead of allowing us to release it. You know, I had this really good friend, and she went through a really, you know, a very difficult divorce. And even like 4 years after the divorce, it was like, no matter what, when we got together as a group of ladies, and we got together like, you know, 2 or 3 times a month, the divorce came up. The pain of the divorce came up in the conversation, and she would work it into the conversation no matter what. Like it was like, and you know, we would say to her, you know, you're just perpetuating that, you know. It's kind of like, feel the feelings, allow yourself. And I'm not saying that you don't ever talk about difficult things that have happened in the past, right? But it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, am I harboring on it? When we harbor on the pain, right, then we're just allowing ourselves to continue feeling the pain, but on a surface level, instead of going deep, allowing ourselves to feel the emotion, the pain, and allowing it to release. So let's see what we have. Yeah. It is. It's you're almost like defending, all right, your own self-doubt, because you have the page, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is something new, you know, that you're learning, but that's also willing to come in for you. But it is about allowing yourself to say, am I defending? This is like defending why I'm sad, right? Just like my friend. You know, it's kind of like an understanding that we can get in that cycle. Now, it's not about just saying, okay, then I'm out of that cycle, because there is that energy there of going within and feeling the emotions and allowing yourself to release them, because you have the Strength card. So I feel like you have some new offer. Okay, we're talking about love. This can be a new friend coming in. It can be a new romantic partner. It can be somebody. But the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe, right? And I feel like it's happening in Leo season. I tell you, I cannot say how many times the Leo season has come up. So I know, you know, Leo season is, you know, mid-July to mid-August. So during the summer, I feel like there's something that is coming in, but it's about having the strength and the courage to allow yourself to heal, to do the deep healing that may need to be done here, right? In order to allow yourself to release the pain. There's also a sense of forgiveness. You know, it's allowing yourself to see that when we stay in this, then we're also not allowing ourselves to forgive other people or forgive ourselves, right? Forgiveness for ourselves is so important too. And forgiveness isn't condoning anybody's actions or reactions. Forgiveness is really allowing ourselves to detach from the pain of something that has occurred so that we can move forward in life and find joy again. And you have that coming in Leo season, right? So it's kind of like allowing yourself to detach from the pain of the past by, first of all, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, right? Allowing yourself to release the emotions, and then allowing yourself to work on forgiving other people that maybe have hurt you, but also forgiving yourself. Because so much of the time it's easier to forgive other people than it is to allow ourselves to forgive ourselves. This is the energy of doing the true healing, so that it's kind of like you have a fresh start, I want to say. And I know Leo season seems far off, but it really isn't, right? It's allowing ourselves to say, yeah, it would be fun to have a summer romance or to have a new friend in the summer, maybe being able to travel with that person or something, but allowing yourself to get joyful and hopeful for this beautiful new beginning. An Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful new beginning that if you nurture it, right, and you give it time and energy and love, it'll grow into the 10 of Pentacles. This is the energy of, yes, I want to get my garden cultivated, ready, right? Plow it, get the weeds out, do the deep dive, fertilize the soil, and get ready for this new seed. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull one final card for you. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I also have a Valentine's bonus coupon in there too, so I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's see what your final card is. And this one dropped out, so turn on your love light. Yeah, sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love like crazy. Works for me, the universe. You know, I feel like that's part of it, is allowing yourself. You know, one of the things is that, you know, when we feel like we're not receiving love from others, and I'm going to say, you know, this would be the energy of, you know, defending your heart so that you don't get hurt, doubting that you're lovable or will ever experience love, but also understanding that one of the first steps is to love ourselves. We can't expect other people to give us what we do not give ourselves. So the first step is to allow yourself to feel the emotions, allow yourself to release and detach from some of the pain of the past. But then it's also, at the same time, allowing yourself to truly love yourself, giving yourself what it is that you have been maybe wanting from other people, right? Turning on your love light. The best way to attract in love is to be loving to other people. And allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm going to allow myself to really turn on my love light and allow myself to maybe take down some of the barriers around my heart, right? And that's hard, because when you have had your heart broken, a lot of times we get into this energy of truly protecting our heart, so much so that even when people are trying to love on us, we can't feel it, right? It can't get through that cement wall that we've put up. So allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm going to allow myself to do this deep healing, and at the same time share my loving light with other people and start opening my heart to receiving the love that others want to share with me. Wow, powerful energy here today. All right, Scorpio, I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day, and I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Sagittarius. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day. So let's jump into it and see what is going on. Woo, beautiful. in your love sector. And keep in mind, this does not have to be romance. It can be, but it's just, you know, and the energy of love through all of your relationships. All right, I feel, let's start here. Okay, there's something about being real, being who you are, being authentic, right? Allowing yourself to share your loving light out into the world in a most authentic way. And then you have your prayers are being answered, right? And I want to say you have the Temperance energy. There's your energy. But the Temperance energy is the Archangel Michael, right? You have the angels on your side. Your answers, as far as in your love sector, are being answered, because you also have the blossoming abundance. So not only are you going to feel more love coming in perhaps your romantic sector, but also family, friends, co-workers, your neighbors, the people on the street. It's about allowing yourself to be truly authentic to yourself, sharing your authenticity with others, and knowing that you are attracting in some significant love energy. I love that. All right, Sagittarius, I'll have to say, I think that's the best, best reading all day. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you here for some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below, as well as a special Valentine discount. So I'd be honored to do a reading for you. All right, I heart you. I love that. If everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life. There'd be little hearts drawn on everything from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And so I look forward to that day. Yeah, I feel like that's where you are. You're kind of in this energy. Don't hold back, okay? Be you. This is you, being authentic, right? But it's also about don't hold back your love. Allowing yourself to know that the more love you put out there, not over giving in relationships, but the more loving energy you share with other people, the more loving energy you will receive. And I think you're there, Sagittarius, and I'm so happy for you because I know it has been a long time. It really has. That has not been an easy, your relationship sector has not been easy for a long time when Pluto was in Capricorn. So I'm sending you so much love and light. Know that things are looking up for you, and I really do love that for you. All right, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being here, and I wish you much love and light. Bye for now. All right, Capricorn, let's see what is on the horizon for you. And let's see what we have. Ooh, beautiful. 9 of Cups, door to value. Knowing what it is that you really and truly are desiring, 9 of Cups, right? And then you have the door to value, knowing your worth, knowing you are worthy of receiving what it is that your heart truly desires. And especially since we're talking about love in the love sector, this is the energy of truly stepping into the energy of knowing you deserve the love that maybe you haven't yet received, okay? And then you have New Moon in Sagittarius, so focus on the positive. So this is the energy of focusing not on what you don't want to attract in, but focusing on what you do want to attract in. Okay, so this is allowing yourself to really kind of like get dreamy about what it is that you want in your love sector in all kinds of different relationships, right? Romance, family, friend, co-workers, neighbors. But then it's also about saying, okay, I'm keeping it positive instead of focusing on, I don't want people that betray me, right? It's about turning it around, being positive and saying, I want people that support and are loyal to me. It's about understanding that your words do create your reality. And then you also have, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. And this one is flipped out too, and it says someone new is coming. So I don't know. That is so funny. It's just like laying here. So I'm thinking it's meant for you, Capricorn. Yeah, I do. I feel like you have a new love on the horizon. So it's about staying positive because the words you use are what you are going to manifest. All right. So keeping in mind, the universe does not hear the word not. So if you say something like, I do not want someone that cheats on me, the universe hears, I want somebody that cheats on me. So you want to make it positive, right? I want someone who is loyal to me. And allowing yourself to keep it positive will also help to manifest that special someone into your life or in different areas of your life. All right, so let's pull a final card for you. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. I also have a Valentine bonus coupon, so you may want to check that out. All right, time to make a demonstration. Wow, the older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside. Oh my goodness. I feel like for some of you, if you think you're too old for love, that may not be for all of you, right? If you think love has passed you by, you're too old for love or whatever, this is a strong message of, no, that is not true. You are not too old for love, and love is on the horizon for you. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you so much love and light and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.